Living on a low income, especially in today's economy, can be tough. But regardless of your circumstances, there are things you can do to help improve your quality of life, even on a low income. According to federal guidelines, a low income is defined as $14,580 annually for an individual and $30,000 for a family of 4. Here are 7 tips to help you live on a low income. Tip number 1. Keep your expenses low. One of the biggest costs that almost everyone deals with, but especially on a low income, is housing and vehicle costs. When it comes to housing, the current high inflation environment has led to higher rents and higher costs of buying a home. So to lower your costs, consider downsizing to a smaller, more affordable space, or living with family members or roommates to split costs. Explore more affordable housing options like renting a room or apartment in a less expensive area, or applying for subsidized housing programs. Negotiating your rent with your landlord, especially if you always pay rent on time, could lead to lower rates. Additionally, you can also look at applying for rent assistance programs if available. Having car payments can also lead to a huge drain on your finances. Before you decide to own a car, consider how necessary it is to own one, or whether alternative transportation like public transit, biking, or carpooling can be more cost-effective. Owning a car also brings with it additional costs like insurance, registration fees, routine maintenance, and unexpected repair costs, plus gas. If you decide on owning a car, consider downsizing to a more affordable and fuel-efficient car or shop the used car market. For example, buying a used car for $10,000 versus getting a new car for $30,000 can mean a huge difference in saving hundreds of dollars each month. Shop around for your car insurance policy, as you may be able to save several $100s a year just by doing so. By being proactive and exploring alternative options, you can significantly reduce your housing and car-related expenses while on a low income. Tip number 2. Avoid high-interest debts. Carrying high-interest debt while living on a low income like credit cards, car loans, or using buy now, pay later services can quickly spiral out of control, leading to unmanageable debt and financial stress. The problem with debts like credit cards is that for every month you carry an unpaid balance, the interest charged eats into the disposable income you have left after paying your monthly bills. The average credit card interest rate in the US is currently around 24% annually. Buy now, pay later services can also come with an annual interest as high as 36%. Not to mention fees for missed or late payments. Delaying buying items you don't have the money saved up for is the first step in avoiding falling into this trap. Prioritizing paying off credit card or other high-interest debt will help free up needed cash once they're paid off. As Warren Buffett has said, the most important thing to do if you find yourself in a hole is to stop digging. If you absolutely have to borrow money, only look at low-interest or interest-free options like personal loans from credit unions or borrowing from family and friends. The key, though, is to focus on living within your means and using cash or debit cards for purchases whenever possible. Tip number 3. Have a budget or spending plan. A budget is simply a plan of how you spend your money each month. Having a budget is like having a roadmap telling your money where it should go. Without one, it's like someone trying to get to a destination they've never been before without a map or directions. Having a plan for your finances will help you gain a clear understanding of your income and expenses so you can make better financial decisions. While it's not an activity many people find enjoyable, the peace of mind it can bring is worth the time. It can be as simple as tracking your income sources, including your paycheck, bonuses, child support, spousal support, alimony, investments, and any other source. Most of these should be easy to obtain online or from statements. Then, break down your expenses into essential and non-essential items. Essential expenses include housing, utilities, food, transportation, and childcare. Non-essential expenses include things like entertainment or dining out. Once you have a plan in place, you can identify areas where you can reduce costs like unnecessary spending and shift that money towards essential needs. Any leftover money can be moved to a separate savings account. Regularly review and adjust your budget plan based on your income or life changes. Following a budget can help you stretch your low income further in more ways than you might have imagined. Tip number 4. Have an emergency fund. According to a recent article on Business Insider, the average emergency expense costs $1,700, and the most common emergencies are vehicle repairs and health-related events. Having to deal with an unexpected emergency while on a limited income can be quite stressful. That's why having an emergency fund will keep you from breaking your budget when life throws you a curveball, like a sudden job loss or unexpected car repairs. After you have created a budget or spending plan and have been able to find extra money, you should consider directing that cash to a separate savings account that you don't access regularly, only for emergencies. Even while on a limited income, saving a small amount regularly can gradually build up your emergency fund. Take a simple step like saving $25 a week, which in 40 weeks will have become $1,000. The alternative to not having an emergency fund in place is relying on credit cards or loans with high interest rates, or having to borrow money from friends or family to cover the expenses. An emergency fund provides you with a sense of security and peace of mind, allowing you to deal with financial disruptions without falling into debt or financial stress. Tip number 5. Automate savings and paying bills. Automating your savings and bill payments while living on a low income is important, as it helps to create financial stability. By setting up automatic transfers from your checking account to a dedicated savings account, you ensure that a portion of your income is consistently saved without relying on your memory to do so every time. Even small amounts transferred to savings add up over time and can provide a cushion for emergencies or future expenses. Traditional savings accounts may not pay as much interest, but high-yield savings accounts can provide a consistent 4 to 5% interest annually. Automating bill payments will ensure that your essential expenses are paid on time, reducing the risk of late fees or penalties. Setting up automatic payments is easy and can be done through your bank or using online bill payment services to create an efficient process. Automating savings and bill payments means that you're prioritizing your financial well-being while reducing chances of overspending or overlooking important financial responsibilities. Tip number 6. Reduce your shopping and entertainment expenses. Shopping and entertainment costs are places that you can easily free up extra cash when on a low income. As we all know, 2/3 of the U.S. economy relies on consumer spending. That means businesses are constantly looking for creative ways to separate you from your hard-earned dollars. These types of expenses can quickly spiral out of control if one is not careful. To address this issue, look at your current entertainment subscriptions and consider canceling or downgrading all unnecessary ones. For example, instead of keeping your Netflix subscription, look for free or low-cost alternatives such as free streaming services. Some of the major cell phone providers bundle streaming services with their plans, but you have to look carefully at the fine print. When out shopping, it's a good idea to carry a list of what you're going to buy so that you have a plan to stick to. Also, if you get carried away using credit cards, consider bringing cash only as, once the cash is gone, your shopping is done. Eating out often leads to huge out-of-pocket costs. Instead of eating out at restaurants, consider saving money by cooking meals at home. Take advantage of free outdoor activities like hiking, having picnics, visiting local parks or museums for free entertainment. By being creative and resourceful, you can significantly reduce shopping and entertainment expenses while still enjoying a fulfilling and enjoyable lifestyle. Tip number 7. Increase your income. Raising your income from what you currently earn requires exploring other opportunities like joining the gig economy. Consider your current skills, talents, and interests to identify potential side hustles or freelance opportunities that may be of interest. There are a variety of choices to choose from. Services like pet sitting through apps like Wag or Rover, driving for Uber or Lyft, or doing food delivery with DoorDash or Instacart are just a few examples. Depending on your skills, you can consider tutoring or freelancing in areas like photography, writing, design, or bookkeeping, which have the potential to bring in additional income. You can choose to charge by the hour or a flat rate per assignment. And the best part is, you decide how many projects you take on at a time. Additionally, look at part-time job opportunities that fit with your schedule or consider working overtime at your current job. If you feel trapped in your current job with low pay and little to no opportunities for growth, it's probably time to look for another job or switch career paths altogether. Improving your skills through taking online courses to increase your marketability is one way that can help to open new doors to earning extra income, including a new job or career. Consider monetizing your hobbies or talents like selling crafts or artwork online. Network with others in your community or industry, as it may also lead to unexpected opportunities. By being proactive, resourceful, and open to exploring new paths, you can increase your income even while starting from a low-income base. Living on a very low income can be challenging, but with the right action plan and mindset, it is possible to make the most of your financial situation. By applying these 7 tips, you will be able to find a way to adapt and work towards financial stability. With careful planning and smart choices, you can grow and improve your financial well-being, no matter your income level. Thank you for watching. If you got value from this video, let me know in the comments which one of these tips you found most helpful. Check out my other videos on money management. Like the video and subscribe.